Hello and welcome to episode 37, how to make a GTA 5-star game in Unity 3D. Today, well, not today, a while ago, someone requested I did radio stations. So that's what we're doing today. Right, so I have my two songs here. Both are copyright free. So one is of house and one is just one of those silly ones that Kevin MacLeod made. Right. So what we need to do, first of all, is go into our base vehicle script. Base vehicle. Actually, no, let's not do that first. Let's first of all import our sounds. All we have to do is just drag them into the project view, and I'm not going to put them in a sound folder just yet. I'll do that later on. But we need to go into scripts and create a new script, C# script, and name it Radio Manager. And open it. I'll just pause it while it opens. Right, so at the bottom of our script, below the final squiggly bracket, we need to go square bracket, system.serializable, and then public class radio station, and then the square brackets to open the class stuff. So then we need to go public string station name, public bool loop. Actually no, we can do a subclass, can't we? That's a good idea. Now, yes, we can do a class within a class. Let's do that. Within radio station, we need to go square bracket system.serializable again, public class radio station track, and then public audio clip or audio clip sound. Actually no, I'll just do audio, and then public bool loop. So then in radio station we need to go public list. Oh yeah, actually at the top of it we need to go at the very top of the script under using system.collections, go using system.collections.generic. That allows us to use a list instead of an array. So public, and then back in radio station, public list, and then the arrows, radio station track, and just tracks equals new. We need to initialize it. Equals new radio station track. Blah 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 blah. Yes, that. So that is pretty much that done. Now in Radio Manager, we need to go public. Oh God. Public list radio station stations equals new list radio stations, obviously, and then we need to go public int cur station index, and from this we can create a property and go public radio station current cur station, and then the squiggly bracket get return stations square bracket, and then cur station index, and then of course we need to end it so that if we ever call cur station, it will use the cur station index to get the actual station radio station object from the stations list, which is cool. So I only have one track for each thing, but what this allows you to do, it allows you to decide how you want your track to work, your radio station to work. You can have it so either you put in loads of tracks of sound and it just plays them, or you just put in the one soundtrack, the one audio track, where it has all the songs, all the talking as well, if you want to have talking in your radio station. Oh, there's one last thing I didn't do. In radio station, we need to go public bool loop at end, which needs to be true by default. So now in game manager, click on the game manager object at the top and go add component, radio station, or radio manager rather, and then we have cursor, blah blah blah. So we have station size, let's do 2 because we have 2 tracks. Station name will be house. The track, the single track, will be the Turbo Hope. So drag that on, and then we can do loop for the element 0. We don't need to do loop at end because this one is constantly looping anyway, which is good. We also need to do, actually, I forgot about, we need to select each of them, and at the top where we have 3D sound, make sure that's false. So I'll just pause it while these re-import. Right, so they are both imported as 2D sounds. One thing I have forgotten to do is in the radio manager, we need to do volume. So when you press minus on the keyboard, it takes down the volume, press plus, it goes up. So what we can do is simply go public, float, volume, and then we'll get to the logic for it in a minute, but make sure it's 1 by default. So, and then I'm going to do the second radio station now, which will be the builder, which is of course the really silly one that Kevin MacLeod did. And now will also just be a simple loop track, so we don't need to do loop at end. And the station name will be, I don't know, silly. Silly, why not? And now what we need to do is add an audio source to it. And play on awake false, and loop is also false, so just keep everything as it is. Even the 3D sounds, because it's the sounds coming from it will be 2D, so it doesn't matter. So now what we need to do is in update we need to go up the top we need to go public audio source audio and then in the radio manager, when that pops up, just drag the audio source onto it. Just there, done, simple. In update now, we need to go if open brackets audio dot is playing, rather if not audio dot is playing, go how are we going to do that? Right, in radio station now we need to go public int cur track index, okay, index. If not audio is playing, cur station dot tracks open square bracket cur track index dot audio dot play. Rather, what am I on about? No, what am I talking about? We need to go audio dot play one shot and then the audio clip. So that will play the audio clip once for our first one. So like if I just play, sorry if it's really loud. Right, so it continues to play. It's for some reason it plays even afterwards. So what we actually need to do is just go, that's completely wrong, what am I talking about? We need to go audio dot track, no, dot clip, audio dot clip equals cur station dot tracks cur audio index cur station index. What? Wait, what? Oh god, what am I doing? Cur station dot cur track index dot audio, and then we just need to go oops dot audio clip dot no audio dot play, and then we go if oh no, that's wrong. And then we actually at the top of the check to see if the audio clip source is playing, we go audio okay dot loop equals cur station dot tracks, and then of course cur station cur station dot cur track index dot loop. So that should be okay because we have that both of our tracks on loop. So when we look at our audio source, it will be on loop once we play. There we go. and it's looping, which is good, of course. So now we'll get to the when it gets to the end of the tracks and it loops. Then we'll get to that in a minute. But now, first of all, I'm going to do the switching stations and the volume. So let's do the volume first. So all we have to do for that is if input.get key down, open bracket, key code dot plus volume plus equals 0.1, and then dot minus equals 0.1. But first of all, above both of these checks to see if we have the key down, we just need to go if volume, actually no, never mind. We're in the check to see if we get the key down. For plus, we go and, or and, whatever. And volume is less than 1. Is less than 1. And then for the minus, we go and volume is greater than 0. So, yeah. Oh, okay, didn't like that. Oh yeah, we need to do 0.1f and 0.1f. And then we just need to go... Oh, actually, we can do volume as a property. So we can do... Oh, no, we can't. Never mind. In update, just go... Why am I doing that? What am I talking about? We can just go audio.volume. I don't need that. God, what is happening to me? Sorry, audio.volume, not volume. Get rid of the volume, our volume variable. Sorry about that. And then, of course, we need to do the audio.volume for the checks as well. Oops. So now, it should, so by default it's at 0, and it will go down every time. What? Well, that's strange. The plus doesn't work. Well, in that case, that's a word. In that case, I'm going to do numpad plus plus keypad plus. There we go. Keypad plus and keypad minus instead of normal plus and minus. And these songs are not copyrighted, thankfully. So now, if I do it, there we go. But does the plus work? The plus does now work. So as you can hear, voila, there we go, done. Right, so now we need to go. What we're going to do is the 2 arrow keys down at the bottom. They will dictate what station we are on. Although we can actually use the yeah, sorry, the arrow keys. Yeah, never mind. If input, so if in update, if input.get key down, key code. What am I doing? Key code dot left arrow. We then go cur station index minus minus. Wait, left arrow. Yeah, that's minus minus. And then of course if input.get key down, key code dot right arrow. Where's the apple? Whatever. Cur station plus plus. We also need to check if so with the minus minus one we need to go and cur station cur station index is greater than 0 and the plus plus and cur station, god damn it, cur station index is less than stations dot count -1. Seems my internet has died. Okay then. Okay, maybe it's not -1. There we go, it changes. Oh, okay, yes, it is -1. Sorry, it is -1. So now we need to go. When we do click the left or right arrow, and that happens. Actually, first we'll just make a code block out of this, out of both of those if statements by just doing the squiggly brackets. Then we go. When we change the station, audio dot stop, and then it should automatically start playing now. So just do it for both the changes. So there we go. There we go. Perfect. There we go. Right, so now we need to do, once it gets to the end of the track, it loops. So I'm just going to do a little thing to change it so that I can test whether it actually works or not by doing the builder as the second track and making sure loop at end is on and nothing else for the house. Shoo-yish. Right, now what we need to do is go and do show. We can go if audio, not audio is playing, then it plays it. But if it's not, okay. How am I going to do that? All right. So instead of, yeah, okay. In the if not audio is playing, we go if the current track. Okay, if cur station dot tracks dot index of, and then the cur station tracks cur station cur, yeah, that is equal to stations dot count. No, what am I doing? Cur station dot tracks dot count. Then, okay, and audio dot no, and cur station dot tracks open square bracket cur station cur track index dot loop, and rather not cur station dot tracks dot cur station, yeah, that. Then we need to go then we need to go, okay, yeah, so just copy and paste the playing logic into there and go loop equals cur tracks. Instead of station.curtrack index, we just need to go 0 and do it the same as before, so like that, and then we just go else, and then that's where the original logic goes. Cool, so these times now better not be really long. 1 minute 57, 4 minutes. Okay, well, I'll pause it while I test it. Okay, I forgot to do something, which was the logic for making sure the next thing actually played. Whatever. Right, so in start, we need to go where we have the initial logic to play it, just put that. And then in update, we need to go in the if audio.is playing. In fact, we can just keep that in there. If how are we gonna do that? How are we gonna do that? Right, actually, in the else we can just go. We need to go cur station.curtrack index ++, just in there. So that should do that. Actually, that's wrong. We need to go if audio. Oh no, that's also wrong. If cur station dot tracks cur station dot curtrack index dot loop, and then exclamation mark in front of that. So only add it if that track doesn't loop. So I'll pause it while I test it again. Another thing that I forgot to do, where we have equal to station.tracks.count, we need to do .count -1. So yeah. Sorry about all these, I keep forgetting to do these things. In where we play the original track, if it does loop overall, we forgot to do cur station dot curtrack index equals 0, and then we can just do it so it plays cur station dot curtrack index instead of just 0. We also forgot to do a check, which is quite important in this, which is if oh no, what am I doing? Cur station dot loop at end, and yeah. So I'll just pause it again. Right, now that works. What we have though is if loop at end isn't checked and it gets to the end of the tracks, you get a argument is out of range because it goes up to 2 instead of, or it goes 1 above what it should be. So what we need to do is simply go what we need to do is go, how can we sort this? Let me just think. What we need to do in the else is go within the else, go if cur station.tracks. But basically copy the second part from the if at the top, or to do with the count. So if that, so if it is the max track, so rather if it is the max track, then just simply go audio.stop, and then of course the argument close bracket at that, and then else, that's where the rest of the logic will be. So I'll pause it again and actually no, I won't. I don't need to pause it because I found a way. All you have to do to make it go by quickly is just alt tab out. So here we have the builder, and then I've got it currently at loop at end. So it'll out and they get the second song. Loop at end goes back to the first. So if I do loop at end off, second song, voila, it turns itself off, and then it starts again. There we go. But there's also an issue with the car I just discovered while I was waiting for it to work. What happens is if you get out the car, it just continues to drive, just drives on its own. So what we need to do for that is go open up the car scripts and go void on disable, which is one of the default Unity ones methods. All we have to do is go do the brake force. So br.braketorque equals brake force, and bl.braketorque equals brake force. Voila, done. Now what we need to do is have it so that the radio will only play when we're in a vehicle that supports radio, which in this case will just be a car. So we need to go into our base vehicle and go public bool use radio. Also in game manager we need to make sure radio manager is disabled as well. So in the void get in vehicle, we need to go. Okay, we need to go now. We need to start open up Game Manager, and go public radio manager radio, and then of course just drag the radio manager onto that. So just plot radio manager there, and then back in our base vehicle, we need to, where the hell is it there? In our base vehicle and get in vehicle, we need to go if, actually no we don't, we can go game manager dot instance dot radio dot enabled equals use radio. And then in the get out of vehicle, we just want to go dot enabled equals false. Simple. Equals false. And as sort of like a security, not security, is like a precaution in start where we have this dot enabled equals false. Above that, go game manager dot instance dot radio dot enabled equals false. So now you will see that on our vehicles there is a new boolean, use radio, and we only want the car to use the radio. So just click it true for that and false for the rest. And now if we get in our car, of course there's going to be no radio playing at the moment because we're not in the vehicle. If I get in the vehicle, radio starts to play, but it doesn't drive. What? If I get out, oh. What? What happened there? What? Right. Let's put game manager dot instance dot radio dot enabled equals false above the this dot enabled equals false. So get in it, get out. What? And it doesn't drive. What? Hold on a minute. Right, I'm an idiot. The reason the radio didn't stop was because the radio did get disabled, but the audio didn't stop because the audio is its own thing. So in radio manager, we need to go void on disable audio dot stop. Yeah. Also in the car, the reason it wouldn't drive was because of this. For some reason, it didn't seem to like that. So I'll re-plot that in a minute. Let's see if this is new working. Oh god, what happened there? Go over to the car. Get in my mom's car. Boom, boom. I'm so sorry. Get out and it stops. Cool. Get up and the car continues to drive away. Nice. Right. So I do not understand why that happens. Right, I fixed it. The reason, right, what happened was, in the base vehicle, it disables it on start, which means that it will set the brake torque to it on start. Yeah, that's why. So we need to create a new void on enable, and then do the brake force to 0 for both the wheels. So, yep, so I've got to my car. Go on. I don't know what's the frame rate. Go on. So, obviously that's working. Radio. So if I turn the volume down, turn the volume off, I can change the station. Voila. So I do that. And then I drive. And then press F to get out, and it slows down because it is braking. Cool. So now, this is what happens if we get back in. It should allow us to drive it. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Right. Brake, get out, and let's see. Do you want to turn? What the hell are you doing? Yes, that is a car. Well done. Let's get in there, and of course the thing doesn't play because we didn't set it to. We get out and we ragdoll, Press F, we get up. Cool. Right, that is that episode done. Sorry that we came across so many issues. I didn't think we would. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you liked it, then don't forget to like, of course. If you want to, you can share, and subscribing will be greatly appreciated. Obviously, if you subscribe, you'll see all my new stuff. So, yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. If you have any suggestions, then plop them down in the comments. I would love to hear what you guys want. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and bye-bye.